This is me.
To be exact, this chubby and not very good-looking person is me, who just underwent a cesarean section 5 years ago. But a few hours later, I will shut up.
老公，你sick，我滴热一泪。
Before the story begins, I think I must share with you something that perhaps you have never known. Here we go. Reproductive autonomy. Reproductive autonomy refers to the rights of individuals, especially women, to have freedom, knowledge, and autonomy in matters related to reproduction, contraception, and reproductive health. More precisely, it means that everyone should have the right to choose whether to have children, when to have them, and how to have them. Without discrimination or coercion, this not only concerns an individual's bodily autonomy, but also constitutes a fundamental human right. Simona Libova, raising children is not a woman's destiny. Double standard. The reproductive and sexual behaviors of women are strictly moralized and socially structured. Structural biases and cultural biases are significant causes of the inequality in reproductive rights. Dualization of reproductive gender. Reproductive freedom cannot ignore the reproductive needs of transgender and non-binary individuals. Reproductive freedom does not solely belong to cisgender women. The LGBTQ community has been almost invisible in research on reproduction and infant psychology. Institutional injustice under patriarchy. People often treat non-traditional pregnancies, including premarital pregnancies or non-cisgender pregnancies, from a moralized perspective. Social prejudice and medical discrimination prevent non-traditional pregnant women from receiving appropriate support. So, reproductive autonomy is not an isolated issue. It is intertwined with factors such as race, class, political power, religion, sexual orientation, and medical care. This concerns you, me, her, him, them, and everyone. Okay, class is over. Let's go home. Okay, just a joke. I'm very glad you finished reading my sharing about the knowledge related to reproductive autonomy. After understanding these backgrounds, I will continue to tell you the reason why I shouted loudly after giving birth. This is me about to give birth. I'm extremely tired. At this moment, I'm closing my eyes to rest. My mom received a call from a friend who said, "Babies born naturally are smart. No matter what the doctor says, please stick to natural childbirth." Look, the baby is protesting. The baby must be seen. How to give birth to me is up to my mom. Who are you? The same is having a baby. 7 years ago, however, something happened that shocked the whole of China. Now, let's go back to 7 years ago.
In August 2017, a pregnant woman in Shaanxi province, unable to bear the excruciating pain any longer, went out of the delivery room 3 times to ask her husband to sign for her cesarean section. After being refused by the hospital and her husband, she jumped off a building and committed suicide.
After this incident, pregnant women finally had the right to sign their own decisions on the surgery. This matter makes me angry and sad. For the right to sign is exchanged for 2 lives. A girl's body belongs to herself. and the right to choose should be in her own hands, rather than in hands of their husbands, mothers-in-law, and hospitals. Okay, next, I received the doctor's examination. I was pushed into the operating room. A few hours later, I took my baby back to the world. Wow! The whole family was immersed in great joy. Relatives and friends are offering their congratulations on the other end of the phone. But some relatives actually said, "Wow, congratulations! Recover well so that you can have your second children as soon as possible." Huh? My child said she wanted to be dinged. After getting pregnant, she had an abortion. I kicked her out of the house. Wow! You give birth to a boy for your husband. It's a boy. You succeed. Congratulations. From now on, stay at home and look after the children instead of working.
What?
So I shouted forcefully, "Oh my God, open your eyes and look! This is 2020! I filmed the videos related to gender equality and transgender pregnancy, saying, technology is one thing, and so should ideas. Everyone had the freedom to reproduce.
You're going to be awake through this, Alex. It's safer that way. Just try and stay calm.
But among the responses I received, most were filled with confusion and prejudice.
It's too difficult.
It is easy to imagine how seriously women are bound to motherhood, and how much misunderstanding and prejudice transgender groups face in society, and medical care from pregnancy to childbirth. And I think we need a diverse and inclusive society where everyone can freely decide their own reproductive path. As for gender issue, we need to constantly study and reflect on them. This is also the reason why I chose to go abroad to pursue a postgraduate degree in gender studies when my child was 5 years old.
Because
I don't want to be tamed by society. I want to break the cage of inequality.